Hello. Today, July 18th, 2020, we are traveling east on Route 443 to a 52-acre farm at 970 Long Run Road, Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. This former horse farm is located along Route 443, 6½ miles east of Pine Grove and 2 miles west of Friedensburg in Wayne Township, Schuylkill County, and is in the Blue Mountain School District. There are 1,302 feet of road frontage along Route 443. The property was last surveyed December 31st, 2010 by Robert Lair, Pine Grove, Pennsylvania. The entire property is enrolled in the Schuylkill County Clean and Green program, which assesses the value of the land at agricultural use rather than fair market value. The farm road, which runs through the middle of the property, leads to an oval grass exercise track for horses. This track is approximately 1/4 mile in length. In the center of the horse track is a remote-controlled model airplane flying field of 1.3 acres. The flying field is 287 feet east to west and 196 feet north to south, of which 104 feet by 20 feet is paved. The outer edge of the property is mostly tree-lined, depicting the 52 acres. The last 13 years, a local farmer has leased 40 acres and farms hay fields and other cash crops. This is another view of the horse track and flying field. Here is the road leading to the upper portion of the property where the horse track and flying field are located. The shale pit area is accessed by the farm road at the gate and is used for clean landfill and firewood storage. An agreement was entered in 1923 with Pennsylvania Power and Light Company and the property owner and any future successors to irrevocably grant Pennsylvania Power and Light Company the right to construct and maintain an electric line upon, across, and over the property. 50 feet on each side of the center line of the electric line is to be maintained by PP&L. A road off the farm road leads to a picnic grove, which houses a 12 feet by 20 feet off the grid 2011 cabin. This cabin is maintenance free. It has vinyl siding, trim, and railing. The roof is shingled. The cabin consists of a 12 feet by 12 feet screened-in porch with Trek flooring and an enclosed 12 feet by 8 feet room with 3 painted aluminum windows with screens. 3 of the trees in the grove are large white oak trees. The paved road at the cabin leads to the barn, which has been renovated over the years. The most recent renovation was done in 2008 with some structural improvements, a new painted steel roof with a ridge vent, new roof purlins, and poplar furring strips for the newly painted steel siding. Vinyl windows replaced the old wooden windows. A 100 amp electric service was added with outlets and lighting in all areas of the barn. Most of the electrical wiring is in conduit. Both ends of the barn outside have dusted on lights. The upper level of the barn has 4 bays, 2 of which can be entered via sliding doors. 2 floor doors enable one to drop hay bales to the lower level. There are 2 grain bins located on the upper level of the barn, which empty into the tack room on the lower level. One is functional. They are filled via an auger from the back exterior of the barn through 2 small doors. The lower level has 3 usable horse stalls, a tack room, and other storage areas with both concrete and dirt floors. The spring house supplied the only water supply to the farm in past years, but presently its water simply flows into the creek. The concrete precast landscape block wall, which was placed along Route 443 in 2011, retains the hillside for the elevation needed for entrance to the upper level of the bank barn. This vintage 30 feet by 60 feet barn dates back to at least 1919, according to deeds in the Schuylkill County Courthouse. The bank barn built into the hillside makes use of the different elevations by giving access to both levels of the barn. Inside the barn are hand-hewn barn beams with chiseled marriage markings appearing as Roman numerals and secured together with carved wooden pegs. The dam is spring-fed by supposedly 17 springs. However, there is no documentation to support this claim. Pumpkin Seed Sunnies and Bass call this dam home. A former milk house sits next to the barn with a built-in workbench and shelving. It has electricity, 3 sliding vinyl windows with screens, and fiberglass entry door. This concludes the pictorial video, which was videoed by drone by Steve Best of Big Fly, Landonville, Pennsylvania.